Hi friends and welcome back. In previous video we had started our new module of thermodynamics. In previous video we had discussed about the introduction to thermodynamics. So in today's video we will discuss about the thermodynamic system and its types. Okay. I hope you will see the lecture till the end, and if you have any doubts please ask me. Okay. So without any further delay, let's get started. So what is a thermodynamic system? So a thermodynamic system is defined as quantity of matter or a region in space on which our study is focused is known as thermodynamic system. Okay. So what is a quantity of matter? Quantity of matter is nothing but the mass of a system. Now as we know that mass is measured in kilograms. So quantity of matter is measured in kilograms. Okay. So you remember that. And a region in space, it is a space, something, let's say in this room a space on this board is considered, and if we focus our study on this space, then this space becomes our thermodynamic system. Okay, so this is a space. Now note, these are important 2 points, that is any thermodynamic system will do 2 types of interaction, that is first is mass interaction and second is energy interaction. Okay. Now on the basis of these 2 interactions we have 3 different types of thermodynamic system. Okay. So now we will see 3 different types of thermodynamic system one by one. So these are 3 different types of thermodynamic system, that is closed system, open system and isolated system. Now we will see each of them separately. So the closed system is a system in which only energy interaction is possible, that is energy can leave or enter the system. This type of system is known as closed system. Okay, so only energy interaction is possible in the system. Okay, now in closed system mass interaction is not possible, so the mass of closed system remains constant. Okay, so remember this. So now when we use this type of system to study in which mass is constant, then that type of approach is known as control mass approach. Okay, so remember that. Now note the important point that a closed system is same as control mass. Okay, a closed system is same as control mass. Now we will see the schematic representation of closed system. So this is the schematic representation of closed system. So this is the system and the thing which is other than the system is known as the surrounding. Okay, now in this system only energy can enter or energy can leave the system. This is known as system boundary. Okay, now we will see some basic points for a system. Now before moving towards the basic points of thermodynamic system, I want to say that the mass of this system, that is closed system, is constant. Okay, now only we have discussed, that is mass is constant. So this approach is known as control mass approach. Okay, so now we will discuss the basic points of thermodynamic system. So the first point, the thing other than the system is known as surrounding. And the layer which separates the system and the surrounding is known as system boundary. Okay, so this is the system boundary. This is system boundary. The system boundary may be real or imaginary. Okay, in some cases you will find that system boundary may be real or imaginary. We have to assume that it is real or imaginary. Okay, so remember that point. Now the third point is, mathematically the thickness of this system boundary is 0, means the volume of this system boundary is 0. So now the fourth point is the system boundary can be fixed or movable. So for example, let's say this is a piston arrangement, piston cylinder arrangement, okay, and here some gas is filled. Now when this gas expands, this piston moves upwards, okay. So let's say when gas does not expand, means gas is at state 1, that time our boundary is this, our system boundary is this, okay. Now when the gas expands, this piston moves upwards, okay. So our boundary is shifting towards the new position, so our boundary is movable, okay. So our boundary becomes, for example, if piston comes here, so our boundary, system boundary becomes this, okay, this. So our system boundary may be movable or fixed. So these are the points about the system. I will repeat all the points again. So the thing other than the system is known as surrounding, okay. Now the layer which separates the system and the surrounding is known as system boundary, okay. System boundary may be real or imaginary, okay, it depends on the condition on which we are studying it. Mathematically, the thickness of the system boundary is 0, okay, and volume of the boundary is also 0. Now system boundary may be fixed or movable, as we had seen this piston cylinder arrangement, okay. So these are all the points about the thermodynamic system. Now we will see the example of closed system. So the first example of the closed system is pressure cooker, okay. So how the pressure cooker acts as closed system, I will explain. That the content of pressure cooker on a stove with its lid closed and vessel in its still position, vessel it's not moving, okay, vessel is in still position, is a closed system. Why? Because mass cannot enter or leave the pressure cooker, only heat can be applied from the bottom of the pressure cooker, okay. So our pressure cooker is a example of closed system, but our what is the condition? That its lid should be tightly closed and the vessel should be in still position, okay. Now the second example is our earth. How? Because since it only receives the sunlight is a type of energy, okay, and the overall mass of the earth remains constant without any exchange with the space, okay. So our two examples of the closed system is pressure cooker and earth. Now we will move towards the open system. So now open system. So what is the open system? That is the thermodynamic system in which both energy interaction and mass interaction are possible. That is, both mass and energy can enter or leave the system. This type of system is known as open system, okay. So open system is the system which we use in our mechanical engineering. That is, in that system we require both energy interaction and mass interaction, okay. So now we will see this schematic representation of open system. So this is the schematic representation of open system, okay. So this is the system in which energy interaction is possible and mass interaction is also possible, okay. So this is the system boundary, this is system boundary, and the thing other than the system is known as surrounding, as we had discussed the basic point of thermodynamic system, okay. So this is the schematic diagram of open system. Now we will see the example of open system. So this is the first example, that is a boiling water in a container on the stove without the lid, okay. So when we apply the heat from the stove in the bottom of the container, the water gets heat, okay. So here there is an energy interaction, that is heat in and heat out, okay. Now as the water gets boiled, it gets vaporized, okay. So here mass of the water is getting reduced, okay. So there will be a mass interaction. So this is the perfect example of open system. So the second example is the air compressor, okay. So in compressor there is an air inlet and air outlet. Okay, so from the inlet air comes in and this piston moves in this direction to compress the air, and after compression the air comes out. Okay, so here there is a mass interaction, that is air comes in and air goes out. Okay, so the first is mass interaction. Now when this piston moves in this direction, there will be a friction in these two upper walls. Okay, and there is heat will be generated. So this heat is dissipated in the environment. Okay, so this is the heat interaction or energy interaction. Okay, so the second example is air compressor. Now we will move towards the isolated system. So the isolated system is the thermodynamic system in which no mass interaction and no energy interaction occurs. This type of system is called as isolated system. Now remember that practically no isolated system exists. Let's say we take an example. It is a thermos. Okay, so I will draw a picture of thermos. It is not perfectly a thermos, but for our understanding. So it is a thermos. Its walls are insulated. Okay, so the heat cannot flow out. This is the idea for isolated system, but it does not occur. There is a small heat interaction with the environment because we don't have the material which is perfectly insulated to stop the heat interaction with the surroundings and the system. Okay, yes, it definitely slows the rate of heat interaction, but it does not stop the heat interaction with the environment. Okay, so thermos is closely related to the isolated system, but it is not perfectly a isolated system. Okay, so in exam you can write a example of thermos. Okay, so it is well and good. So that's all. Thank you for watching my lecture till the end. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel for more educational videos, like and share. In next video we will discuss about the process and thermodynamics property. So till then, have a good day and bye.